All right, so practicing some inversions. So in the world of inversions, it's one of those things I wish I learned a lot earlier, concept-wise. There's a lot of confusing things about it and what's the utility of it. So basically, it's just reordering the way the notes appear. So in this case, I was just practicing C7 inversions. And the first thing about inversions is you have to learn how to spell out the chords. That's like basic theory, but in the case of a 7th chord, there's a 1, 3, 5, and a flatted 7. So in the case of C7, all that is, that would be a C, then a 3, which would be the E, and then G, the 5, and then the flatted 7, which is a B flat. So E, C, E, G, B flat. So yeah, and this is an inversion of it. That's what I started with. Looks like this, and all that is it's a different ordering of it. That means that in this case, the G right here, which is the 5th, C, E, G, the 5th is on the top. So see the root here, and see. So that's with the root on the top note. And then the top is referring to the top note on the staff. It's on the bottom of a guitar. And that used to confuse the hell out of me, to put it lightly. But yeah, so they're referring to the musical staff. And if you don't read music, you don't get that. So every time I would watch something, I would read something before I read music. It would be like, yeah, it's on the top, it's on the top. And I didn't know if they were referring to the low, which is technically closer to you, and it's closer to you on the top, but they're talking about the staff, which is the high E. So in any event, so that's it right there. Then this one that looks like this. This is the B flat, which is the flatted 7s on the top. And if you want to spot the root, it's right here. C. So right here, G on the top, B flat on the top, and then right here, root on the top. And that's the one that most people are probably familiar with. So that's it right there. So that's root. And then it goes back to the 3rd, which is here, E on the top. And then where we started from. With that G on the top. If you want to take it a little bit further, it starts repeating itself with the flatted 7 here. Okay, so have fun with the inversions. What I try to do is I don't know, do something fun with them, like play the chords, not just practice it just the way it's written. So for example, I just started like with the little comping thing at the beginning. That's one thing you can do. just practice comping the chords back and forth to get it really fluid. So this is all they are C7s in this case, but you can obviously do them, and you should do them in other keys. Another thing I like to do sometimes, it's a very blues sounding chord, right? And so because of that, this is a C7 form of it. If we kept just that form, right? We can do a simple blues, right? Which would be a 1, C7, and a 4, which would be an F. That would be F7 this way, and a 5, G7. So you could do something like this. Do stuff like that, and that's very, very fun, and it's kind of trying to be a little bit musical with it. Another thing you could try to do is like borrow that whole concept that I talk about, one string playing over that stuff, so you can comp for yourself or loop that 12 bar blues, and then just play on one string the 1, 3, 5 and the flat at 7. So good. Make it more interesting than that, but you get the idea. So have fun with it, practice, and practice some more.